performance last night, beginning with Gold Glove caliber defense at third, highlighted by a tape measure blast in the fourth inning, and culminating with a walk-off homer to finish the job. Another scorcher tonight as the Nats and Padres get together for Game 2 on Masson.
It's a great day for baseball.
An all-star from last year who played like one last night. An all-star from this year getting together with some young fans here at Nationals Park. It's another scorcher. Sure feels a little cooler after the Nats pulled that one out last night. And now, since 05, Washington just 9-25 against San Diego. They needed that one last night. Rob, it was a really fun ball game the way it turned out. Not so fun right before that in the eighth inning, though.
No, once again, some of our weaknesses were exposed, and we made it more difficult than we really had to. Ian Desmond and right there you see Christian Guzman, bad feed. Probably should have ate the ball. He throws it away, and the tying run comes in. But you know what? It's a learning process. He's young. He's able to redeem himself. A little bit later, tremendous relay throw to Pudge Rodriguez. He knocks Harrison out of the way and keeps the score right where it is, and that sets the stage for Ryan Zimmerman to hit the game-winning home run. So I think we showed right there with Ian Desmond, it's a learning process that sometimes it's better to just hold on to the ball than try to make a heroic play. But later in the ball game, he redeems himself, and basically that's why we won the ball game. So Ian Desmond, a little high, a little low, and he also had a home run in there in the mix.
Sounds like the life of a rookie shortstop to me. The Nats have had 3 walk-offs during this homestand. John Garland, J.D. Martin tonight. One guy's made 17 starts. J.D.'s made 6. His first was in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have to battle in San Diego, but, one's going for redemption, trying to beat the other guy, and John Garland just trying to continue a very good season.
John Garland didn't have a very good time the last time he saw this guy at Petco Park, May 30th. First one out to right center, Ryan Zimmerman's 100th career home run, but Ryan wasn't done. Later he'd pull one out of here to left. That will be the matchup of the evening as the Nats meet the Pods. We're going to be in the high 90s. The temperature is going to be a lot like a Strasburg fastball when we get this thing going. Padres, third lowest in the league in hitting, just ahead of Houston and Pittsburgh. They're 12th in runs, and Chase Headley hitting the ball well. This guy's a good ball player, third baseman, switch hitter. He's driven in 27 home runs, but Adrian Gonzalez is the only hitter in the San Diego lineup in double digits in home runs. J.D. Martin gave up a big one to Nick Hundley when he made his Nationals debut against San Diego back in the latter part of May. So they get to see him for the second round. And, Rob, he really pitched well other than that one hanging breaking ball.
Yep, the PNC Pitcher Scouting Report brought to you by PNC for the achiever in us all. And he really hasn't gotten a lot of love from his teammates, only 12 runs in 6 starts. He's got to get those lefties out. They're hitting 366 off of him. And like you said, get some payback. You took the loss in San Diego back on the 29th of May. So go get him, Tiger.
7:06 in our nation's capital. Tony Gwynn steps in, hitting .223 with an on-base percentage of just .324. J.D. Martin with a fastball. We're told the heat index is 101. And after that strike, here's the next one. Gwynn out to short. Ian Desmond scooping and firing, and the leadoff man retired. Visit train.com to find a dealer near you. It is hard to stop a train. Well, we'll call our heat index 102. Thankfully, the humidity is down in the mid-30s. Mostly clear skies, a little bit hazy, and 98 degrees at game time. Jerry Hairston will be the next man, the second baseman, at 246. A fairly stiff breeze blowing in from the right field corner. Andy Fletcher is an 11-year Major League veteran. He's got the plate tonight. Mike Everett, Adrian Johnson, and the crew chief Tim McClelland on the bases. Padres are 3 games up on the Dodgers in the West. And the Nats, with their win last night, remaining 12 behind Atlanta. Braves and the Phillies underway. We'll give you reports on that. And the Reds at the Mets as soon as something happens in those ballparks. The Marlins and Josh Johnson later at Dodger Stadium.
Well, and I think for the Nationals, you just try to control what you can control, win as many games as you can. Try to get that lead by the Braves into single figures. But if you could get it down around 10 games back going into the All-Star break.
Nationals at home, a very respectable 23-18. And the Padres still have the best road record in the league, even though they lost here last night. Buddy Black's team, 22 wins, 15 losses. And against the East, they're 13-10. Against the West, the Nats are 8-10. With the Giants coming in for the weekend. Breaking ball, hanging a bit. Desmond on a backhand pick, shows off the arm. 2 down. We'll give him a star in the scorebook for that one.
Now this is a rocket hit at Ian. He picks it, steps, gets himself set, and he just rifles it over to first base. So as we've talked about, and Bob, you can go over the defense. We need to play solid D against this team.
Roger Bernardina and Adam Kennedy are the additions to the defense tonight. Bernardina back healthy, and because their right-hander starting for San Diego, back in the lineup. Adrian Gonzalez slaps it deep to left. It leaves the ballpark for his 17th of the year. That's some serious strength going the opposite way. And as I mentioned, there's a breeze blowing in from the right field corner, and some balls hit over that way tonight will get a little bit of help on their way.
Well, really the only guy in their lineup that can hurt you with the long ball. Kinetic here on the pitch track. Too much of the plate. Looked like just a get-me-over fastball. It sank away, and then it just kind of went over the left field wall as he spanked it. So we talked about lefties hitting 366 off of J.D. coming in. That's going to go up a little bit with that home run and hit.
I have this now as 7 games in a row the Nationals have given up at least 1 run in the first inning.
Well, on the bright side, there wasn't anybody on base. It was a solo.
I feel a lot better, thank you. I do. Scott Hairston is the hitter, batting .232. J.D. Martin actually saw the Padres last year, too. He's 0-2 career in 3 starts against them with an ERA that's unusual. It's under 2 runs a game. You might recall he was victimized by some bad defense in that game at San Diego. Hairston will pop it up to the right side. Pudge Rodriguez right by the on-deck circle. Comes right back to him. And right next to Mark Lerner makes the play to end the top of the first. And here's the right-hander, John Garland, 125 career wins in 5 career starts against the Nats. He's 1-1 with a 3.60.
PNC Bank Scouting Report brought to you by PNC. And on Garland, throws a lot of ground balls. Keep an eye on Zim. He's 3 for 5, 3 home runs, and he is a top ERA guy, 18th in the league with a 3.24 ERA. So all of Zim's hits off Garland, Bob. Out of here.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Niger steps in, hitting .253. On base percentage of .316. His batting average on the rise a bit. Over his last 11 ball games, he's hit .304. He'll slap a base hit to right field. Padres defensively, the best team in the league. 32 errors the entire year. And they've got pretty much the same lineup they've had out there for this series. By the way, the Yankees are the only team in baseball making fewer errors than San Diego. 31. Minnesota, always great defensively. They've made 32. And no coincidence that 2 of those teams are in first place, and the other one's a half game out. Minnesota right behind Detroit, AL Central. There's Roger Bernardina back in the lineup. Haven't seen much of Roger after he was picked off second base, ending the game against the Mets about 4 nights ago. a sore back, but he's in there after a couple of days off and against a right-hander in Garland.
Well, and this is why it's so important for Niger to get on base. Last night disrupted Clayton Richards' night, and right now John Garland's first couple of throws over to first base because they're more worried about Niger Morgan, and we like that than the hitter.
Yeah, just like last night, they had a 1-0 lead. And when Clayton Richard got all hot and bothered about Niger, and then before the inning was over, he'd given up 2 walks, 2 more hits, and eventually 3 runs. It makes you wonder why pitchers who come out of the bullpen with a game plan on how to attack hitters start worrying so much about a guy on first base when he already has a lead to work with. Bernardina takes a fastball outside.
Well, we talk about it with our team. Protect the lead. You should be thinking ground ball double play. Gets me closer to getting out of the inning. Instead, he's worried about the guy maybe stealing second base.
Bernardina scorches one a couple of feet foul into the right field corner. Can't hit the ball any harder.
Well, that's a sinker that doesn't sink. It comes right back over the plate. He crushes it.
He had a little Fred McGriff action going with the hands at the end of that swing, didn't he? Little one-handed whip there.
I'm thinking, you know, the body probably did some more ab crunches to get that back feeling better. And
I offered to work out with him, but he. So that's okay.
I offered to sit on top of his back when he was doing some push-ups to make him stronger.
Rogers hit safely 9 of his last 10 games, hitting .314. He's looking hitterish. Long pause by Garland, who's not known as a fast worker to begin with.
Well, you want to do different things when there's a guy on first. You don't just get in the same rhythm. You want to change it up. You hold and hold and hold, and then sometimes you'll come up, get in the stretch, and just go. You know, you step off. You're going to do different things to vary your looks to first.
Off speed, gets a strike with it.
So he may not have a great move, but that doesn't mean you can't disrupt the kind of flow of the guy on first base. Here you see the big curveball, 12-6 right there, 73 miles an hour.
Martin Prado just led off the game in Philadelphia with a homer for the Braves. The league's leading hitter hit his 9th homer. Atlanta's off to a good start against Jamie Moyer. Braves by 2 over the Mets, 5 over the Phils. Morgan leaning, holding. Bernardina jammed, and he fouls it off.
Well, and you brought it up, Bob. Part of his game, Garland, is to slow the tempo down, and even more when there's a guy on base. But in this heat, I don't know how much you want to slow up the game for your defense. The longer they stand out there, the longer they're going to be drained.
That one bounces way out in front of home plate. It'll be a wild pitch, and Niger Morgan goes down to second base. Nick Hundley tried to get a handle on it for a quick throw, but couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a big breaking ball. It's going to get in the dirt. Nice stop by Hundley. But when he picks his head up to look at Niger Morgan, he loses where the ball is, and he can't pick it up. And it goes right between his legs, and he knows there's a guy in second now because of him.
I tell you, these San Diego pitchers really get hot and bothered by Niger Morgan. Base hit would tie the game here. 3-2 pitch to Bernardina. Zimmerman is next. And Roger will take the walk on a fastball up and away. This will be the matchup we'll be talking about throughout the night.
Got 3 hits off of Garland. He hit 2 last night, but he's got 3 hits off John Garland. All are home runs.
Great to see the walk-off and the jumping party last night. And here's Ryan, who's now hitting .293, and his on-base percentage is back up in the top 8 in the National League at .383. Fastball misses off his hands inside.
We definitely won't tell Zim this stat about him. Hits .321 when the team's behind, hits .234 when the team's ahead.
Only tell him that when the Nats are trailing, obviously. That's interesting. He goes to right field. It's dangerous if it's fair, and it is just foul down into the corner. He used right field against this guy once.
Not easy to hit it out of Petco. It was a day game, Sunday. They're wearing those camo jerseys, and hits one to right, then he pulls one to left. John Garland didn't even have to look at that one.
Pitchers know.
Yeah, he knew that one was gone.
Nyjer Morgan leading off the game with a base hit, advancing on a wild pitch right before Bernardino walked. Adrian Gonzalez placed behind Roger, and the count to Zimmerman 1-1.
Still worried about Nyjer.
Wow.
That, what we talk about disrupting the pitcher's rhythm. He's trying to pick up the catcher, get some signals, and try to work himself into a groove. Thinking about Nyjer Morgan is not part of his repertoire right now.
Ryan lays off the low fastball, 2-1.
Right now, his sinker's all over the place, and that fastball that he threw, which was about 87, was crushed down the right field line. Interesting, he throws his two-seam a little harder than the four-seam, or else he's just trying to change speeds on it.
Zimmerman base hit right field. Nyjer around third, scoring easily. Bernardino checks in at second, and it takes the Nationals only 3 hitters to tie the game. Ryan Zimmerman is on a tear all of a sudden. Base hits in every part of the ballpark.
Broken bat right here. Looked like another fastball that's straight down the middle. He snaps the bat off, but it's going to be a nice single into right field. That will be an RBI single to tie the game as Nyjer Morgan cruises into home.
That'll bring up Adam Dunn in a situation where he could do some extra base hit damage. Now, because of the runners, the Padres really cannot employ a shift here at all. They've got to leave Chase Headley near third, Cabrera near up the middle with Hairston, and Gonzalez, against a big power hitter, plays behind the runner at first. So a lot more open out there for an Adam Dunn base hit than usual. That ball high in the air to left center. It's heading for the seats. It's gone! Adam Dunn with a 3-run homer, his 18th. And the Nationals lead 4-1.
Big Bad Dunn. We told you, Bob, that the fastball is straight tonight. Cannot control the sinker that he throws a little bit harder. Tries to sneak 88 by Adam Dunn, and it cost him big time. He's going to try to sneak this by the UPS store. Look at him kind of take something off of it. And Dunn is just all over it.
Adam Dunn's first home run in 2 weeks. His RBI total jumps up over 50 now to 52. And the Nationals with their 73rd home run of the year and their 4th of this series, blasting out to a 4-1 lead.
Well, that just shows you when Zim hits, makes Dunn, even the hammer, more deadly.
And that ball is well hit by Willingham. It sticks right up against the 377 mark. Any elevation, and that ball would have been into the bullpen.
Right now, John Garland's not tricking us. HHG here on the Exmo swing of one hammer. Get me over, little fastball. It's up in the zone, and he just crushes a lot. Almost puts it through the fence in left field.
So the Nats have almost hit for the cycle already. But Rodriguez will be stepping in to hit sixth. Not a single man retired. And another runner, Josh Willingham, in scoring position. Angel Pagan is homered in New York. What a night for the leadoff men in this division. Prado's homered. Pagan is homered. Nyjer Morgan singles to get the Nats on their way to a big inning here. So evidently when the leadoff guys do some damage, pitchers have a hard time getting those first three outs. Now here's Pudge hitting .305. He goes up hacking. That'll move the runner over. Not to be forgotten in all of this is that's a good at bat. That's the first out of the inning, and it puts Josh Willingham over to third base. In a 1-0 game or a 1-1 game, we'd be crowing about that no end.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't forget about it just because it's 4-1.
Well, and that's how ball clubs win. Unselfish players. And right there, Pudge could have gone up trying to jack something, get a home run off Garland. No, he does the smart play, moves the runner over to third. Can never have enough runs in baseball, especially this early in a ball game.
Here's Adam Kennedy with a great chance for his 17th RBI. Padres have had to pull the infield in here, which no manager really likes to do early in a ball game. Adam hitting at .240. Bud Black's pitching staff, 3.09 ERA, best in the major leagues. It actually went up 0.04 of a point when the Nats scored 6 runs last night. Kennedy gets jammed and fouls it. Pretty good percentage of getting that run home with less than 2 outs. Off speed and blocked by Nick Hundley.
We talked about J.D. Martin. Nationals had only scored 12 runs in his previous 6 starts for them. Gotten off to a nice start with 4 runs tonight.
Two-two pitch to Kennedy. That's on the inside corner, and he's gone. Fastball right near his hands, had some run back to it. And it'll take a 2-out hit now by Desmond to get that runner home.
Well, it's going to be a 2-2 sinker that's just going to come back across the plate. We've watched Levon Hernandez do it enough this year. John Garland, best pitch is the sinker. He's able to manipulate it and get it by Adam Kennedy for the strikeout. And they're going to walk Desmond here.
And take on J.D. Martin, who's a .250 hitter this year. This will be the second walk issued by the Padres. Second night in a row, a starter has given the Nats 2 bases on balls.
Well, and it looks like Garland's going to push that pitch count up around 30 already in the first inning. This will be 28 when he finishes the walk.
Yeah.
I like to see that. Put a lot of pitches on a guy, especially in this heat.
Including the 4 tonight. 10 earned, 12 total. Looks like John's looking around, looking for some cool air to blow on him out here. 98 at game time. And J.D. Martin, who's 2 for 8 on the year, a chance to swing the bat in the first inning. He went up hacking. That was a breaking ball away. J.D. career 6 for 33. Doesn't have a major league RBI. And he pops it up short right field. Aaron Cunningham is there. The Nats pick up 4 in the bottom of the first, highlighted by Adam Dunn's 18th of the year. A monster blast to left center. See a sideline report. Here's that cool cat, Debbie Taylor.
Well, Bob, with these hot temperatures, Nats trainer Lee Kuntz told me the players are doing anything they can to keep cool. They have a new air conditioning unit in the dugout, and he also is encouraging the players to drink a lot of fluids and even take electrolyte tablets for replenishment. Now, the trainers are forcing fluids before, during, and even after the game. In fact, when the players leave the ballpark in the clubhouse, they actually are given a bag full of Gatorade so they go home and drink even more. And I'll tell you what, the fans should do the same thing because it is hot out here.
Well, just like the San Diego clubhouse, I walked in there yesterday. The biggest sign on the chalkboard said, hydrate. Top of the second inning, Headley, Hundley, Cunningham against J.D. Martin, who threw 12 pitches in the first inning, 8 for strikes, and one of them hit out of the ballpark by Adrian Gonzalez. So the Pods are down by 3 on a 4-1 score. They're not used to this because their pitching staff usually keeps low-scoring games very close. And here's Chase Headley batting .270. JD with a good one to the corner and quickly 0-2.
Oh, we haven't given JD too many leads like this that he can just go out there and try to control the game. So let's see how he does. Time to put up some zeros.
Headley, a ground ball that got Adam Kennedy down to one knee. Plenty of time to make that play. Doesn't walk many. JD did walk a couple, though, Rob, his last time out. He had 2 walks in 5 innings at Atlanta.
He's a very good strike thrower. Not going to blow people away. He's not going to throw 98, so he's got to have good command and make them hit his pitches. And so far, so good, other than the Gonzalez home run.
JD is from Southern California, a town called Ridgecrest, out in the Mojave Desert. Not exactly the same climate they have in cool and beautiful San Diego. Here's the catcher, Nick Hundley.
Well, he should be used to this weather.
Yeah. That ball hit pretty good piece out to left, and Willingham just short of the track chases it down.
It looked like he took something off of it, and Hundley got it off the end of the bat. The ball is jumping to left field tonight.
It is.
You want to keep it down low if you're J.D. Martin.
Keep it away from some right-handers and make them use the ballpark. Here's Aaron Cunningham, who's on a 5-game hitting streak and 16 games into his major league career, at least with the Padres, looking pretty good. He only played 45 games in parts of 2 years with Oakland before the Padres got him in a trade involving Kevin Kuzminoff and 2 other players. He's out of Anchorage, went to high school in the state of Washington and junior college there. Great pitch to get right in on his hands, 0-2. I'm trying to think of any other players from Alaska. Really the final frontier for baseball.
They do play summer league baseball up there, though.
Yeah.
And they play with the wood bats. They've been playing there for probably 50 years.
And you can make the first pitch at 10, 11 o'clock in the evening at certain times of the summer.
Like the Cape Cod League, many college players will go up there and cut their teeth with wood bats. Show the scouts what they have other than those aluminum sticks that they use in college.
Go to Anchorage, you eat a lot of halibut. That's the local staple up there. I think they can prepare it like 20 different ways. And the count stays 0-2 to Aaron Cunningham.
Or they just eat it just for the halibut.
But seriously. Rob will be here all week, by the way, as will the Nats. All-star break after Sunday's game. And JD tries to paint the outside corner. Pretty good 0-2 pitch.
Like we said, you want to try to keep it away, even though he's a sinker ball pitcher. Try to keep it away from the righties pulling the ball. Do anything, make him push it to the right side of the field.
Wow. That's quite a disparity. Although Cunningham swung the bat well here last night. He had an opposite field hit to right, lined out hard to Michael Morse, and hit a sac fly to left for an RBI in the 3-run 8th inning. And he'll get another hit on the road. Nigel Morgan over to cut it off. Cunningham's got a good stroke. That's not a good base running play when you're down by 3, and he just made it. That ball just bounced up enough that he was able to get in under the tag. That would have been a bad mistake when you're down 3 runs.
This is a nice play by Nigel Morgan. As Cunningham's going to test his arm, he comes up throwing. It's a good throw, good strong throw, one hop. Just to the right of the bag. But it was there in time, but Cunningham goes by the bag.
Wow.
Like you said, Bob, he better make it if he's going to try for 2 with 2 outs.
That was a Pete Rose flop to the bag right there.
Oh, yeah, well,
he was parallel to the ground.
Well, your run means nothing right there. You love to see hustle, but
if he gets thrown out, that's bad.
Yeah, you're down 3 runs right now.
Here's the shortstop, Everth Cabrera. Who the Padres got from the Rockies in the Rule 5 draft last year.
You get 2 outs, number 8 hitter up. You got Garland standing on deck. So you don't want to get cute right here and let this guy get a base hit.
And Martin gets it by him. Good tight breaking ball there.
Got some players born in Alaska. Chad Bentz, Sean Chacon, Kurt Schilling, Daniel Schlereth, Randy Kutcher, Steve Staggs, Dave Williams, and Tom Sullivan.
Very nice. Probably a couple of Army brats in that group. And it's 3-2 now. A little inside to Cabrera. Not a big deal if he walks him. The pitcher's on deck. John Garland is a 111 career hitter. You'd rather face him righty-righty than give in to this guy and have him hit a line drive somewhere. What will Pudge call on 3-2 after the step off?
People will remember the name Schlereth. It was Mark Schlereth was one of the hogs here on the Redskins. Won a Super Bowl or 2. I know he won one up with the Broncos. Maybe it was 2 with the Broncos and 1 with the Skins.
The breaking ball gets him. So the 2-out double does not hurt. Nigel Morgan gets to lead off again. First time he did, the Nats had a big inning. early. Signature Sunday, 12:15 to 12:35 p.m. Autographs available after the game. The kids run the bases. Nigel Morgan goes up hacking. Puts some carry on that ball out to center. Tony Gwynn catches it about 380 feet away. Niger got a base hit to start off the inning, Rob, and it really got good from there.
Well, and we're going to go as he swings the bat, gets that base knock. We're down 1-0. Get another guy on with Bernardina's walk, and then a broken bat single into right. Niger scores. Really disruptive, though, of the pitchers. John Garland's so worried about him. Then he hangs that changeup. It's a big bat done, and it's 4-1 right now. But Niger got us going in the bottom half of the first inning.
You know, Adam Dunn, the Nats are now 4 games beyond the halfway point. He just went over 50 RBIs. So with a good second half, he'll make it to 100 again. Always helps when you get 3 on one swing. Bernardina fooled on an off-speed pitch, 0-2. Important, though, to keep pecking away at Garland. Keep getting some hits. Be selective. Pile up his pitch count. They want this one way upstairs. But, Rob, don't look up in the 6th inning and you still have 4 runs on 4 or 5 hits. You want to keep building innings against this guy and at least get him out of the game in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
He threw 30 pitches in the first inning. Only 5 in this inning so far. Bernardina with Zimmerman on deck. Then Dunn and Willingham. And Bernardina taking big swings, and Garland fooled him for his second strikeout. Let's have a look at our Luna double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. Ryan Zimmerman has 2 multi-homer games against the Padres out of his 4 this year. That's tied for first in the league, and 8 of them in his career. Ryan's never had a 3-homer game, but someday, some night he will. His RBI total sits at 47. 1 week ago at this time, Ryan Zimmerman had 37 RBIs. So he's had a big week after that 2-week RBI drought. And Ray Knight nailed it the other night. We all know it from watching Ryan over the last 5 years. He is the ultimate streaky hitter. Had the 30-game streak at the beginning of last year. Loves hitting against San Diego pitching, which few hitters do.
Oh, he reminds me of Mark Teixeira with the Yankees. Teixeira's a streaky hitter. He's a switch hitter. Can crush. Gold Glove first baseman. Ryan, streaky, can crush as good as there is hitting the ball when he's on. And he's a Gold Glove third baseman. So, you know, they never take that out onto the field when they're not hitting.
Breaks another bat, and that's a little liner right at Hairston. Nats go quickly in the bottom of the second. Pitcher to lead off for the Padres, 4-1 Washington. 9-4. Steven Strasburg and Matt Cain. Fabulous pitching matchup Friday night. Frank Stammen, Jonathan Sanchez. 7:05 on Saturday. Levon and Madison Bumgarner on Sunday. Man, it's a good thing they didn't face John Garland last inning.
Well, good thing, bad thing. Now John Garland in 98-degree heat gets to run the bases.
He should throw over about 4 times. Take his legs out from under him. By the way, congratulations to a member of the Padres pitching staff. Maybe we'll see him later in the series. Hopefully not. And that's Heath Bell. Yovani Gallardo of Milwaukee not going to go to the All-Star game. And finally, Rob, the league's best pitching staff has one of their pitchers on the All-Star team.
Congratulations, Heath Bell, with 23 saves. Doing a great job for his ball club, leading the National League West.
Further complicating that really good question we had last night on Ask About the Nats and NASNsports.com about who we'd like to see close out the ball game for the National League.
Well, let them all get an out.
That'd be cool.
Broxton, Bell, and then turn it over to Caps to cap it off.
Sweet. At MASNsports.com. Send us your email questions. Love to hear from you. We're not sure how Ryan Zimmerman is doing in the voting. So if you're wondering if we have those totals, we do not at the moment. For that final roster spot. That's an 0-2 pitch that J.D. Martin dumps into the dirt against Tony Gwynn.
That shouldn't stop you from voting as much as you possibly can.
Right.
There is no limit to the votes.
Two and two. Two and two to Tony Gwynn, who bounced out to Desmond first time. Swing and a miss, and J.D. Martin has some breaking stuff, Rob, going to left-handed batters and getting 2 strikeouts.
Well, we talked about lefties. We're hitting them really hard. He needed to attack the lefties. Kinetic here on the breaking ball. Strike 3. Looks like he's taken something off of it. Known more as a sinker baller. He's got an excellent curveball, and there you see the H.H. Gregg Exmo shot of it.
Kinetic North America with our pitch track, providing world-class technology to our national and homeland security customers. The hitter, Jerry Hairston. That'll keep you from diving.
This is just about a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Not as bad as it looked. You like that. Keep him honest, as you said, Bob.
Well, guys should do more of that. You don't have to be 0-2 to throw that pitch. Do it early in the count. It might turn around the rest of the at-bat for you as the pitcher. There's nothing on home plate that is spray painted that says this belongs to the hitter.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was perfect pitching right there. High and tight, low and away. Comes back with a great slider for a strike. You have the Hairston boys. They surround Gonzalez. You don't really want to pitch to Gonzalez. So you attack the 2 Hairstons.
Inside again. In Philadelphia, the Phillies score a run, bottom of the second, to tie the Braves. And in the top of the third at New York, Brandon Phillips of the Reds has hit his 12th. And the Reds and the Mets are tied at 1.
Former Expo.
Yeah.
Traded to the Indians by the now GM of the Mets.
That's that disastrous Bartolo Colon deal, right?
Yes. Cliff Lee, Grady Sizemore.
I think Lee Stevens was in on that.
Yep. Brandon Phillips.
Jeez. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 33-year-old Jerry Hairston, the older of the brothers. Up the middle, Martin knocks it down, can't find it, does, throws to Adam Dunn. He thought the ball may have ricocheted up in the air, and maybe somebody alerted him to look down. That's a really good defensive play.
Yeah, that was outstanding. Great reaction right here. This ball smoked back up the middle, and it looks like it hit him in the leg. He stops it, gets control of himself, finds the ball, and just making sure his guy's okay.
I think I saw Ian Desmond. Yeah. Look down, look down. Good reaction. Hairston scorched the ball to Desmond last time, robbed of a hit on that backhand play. So Jerry, who was the runner thrown out in the 9th inning at home plate last night, has had a frustrating sequence in this series now.
By the way, didn't bring this up last night. The Hairstons are 6 for 6 off of Matt Capps. So Matt has not retired either one of the Hairston brothers.
Yeah, remember that 9th inning he had out there when he got the save? They had the bases loaded. The strikeout of Matt Stairs was huge. And here's Adrian Gonzalez. First base open here, guys. That's a good pitch. Just give him that 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock curveball. Keep it down, see if he can do anything with it. Jim Riggleman will join us on Wired Wednesday. Bottom half of the inning. Dunn, Willingham, Rodriguez coming up. Presented by Verizon Wireless. Jim's a busy guy on Wednesdays. We did our video blog with the manager this afternoon. That'll be posted soon on massensports.com. One and one to Gonzalez. Adam Kennedy's in short right field. I think Adrian knows that he's not going to see anything really fat here. He's swinging pretty much at anything that's close after homering first time.
Well, this pitch lets him get full extension of the arm, so some of the better hitters in the major leagues, doesn't matter really where they're hitting it, to what field. When they get full extension, they have enough power to leave anywhere, like Adam Dunn, like Adrian Gonzalez, or Zim.
Off speed, he hit it off his foot. That was his 3rd hit of the series and his 2nd run batted in.
With a guy like Gonzalez, you got to tie up his hands. And if you jam him and he gets a single, okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. But let him get extension. If you had a couple of guys on there, it would have been disastrous. But those solo home runs shouldn't kill you.
It goes after him with the 88 miles an hour in on his hands. 89 or so. Right now, Pudge Rodriguez has J.D. Martin mixing things up pretty well.
Well, and I think Pudge has recognized over the last few starts, J.D. can throw strikes pretty much anywhere he wants. So it's just a question of locating them and taking enough off of them to make them effective.
1-2 delivery. Got him away. Ball well hit, though. And it's over the head of Willingham. Well, lucky that ball stayed in the park. Well, Gonzalez went out there and got it. And with first base open, and a right-handed batter hitting .230 next. That's a bad performance by the Nats battery. And it's now a 4-2 game.
Now, as we talked about, first base is open. Don't let him get extension. Throws him a sinker down and away, maybe even a changeup. I think it was a changeup because it was about 80 miles an hour, but still not good. Do not let a guy like Gonzalez get extension. He just ropes it one hop off the wall.
In basketball, they would call that bad court awareness regarding the situation. Here's Hairston. And I'm sure Steve McCaddy will have some questions about that pitch selection when the guys get back to the dugout. Probably the question will be, what in the blank did you have in mind at throwing that pitch? Scott Hairston fouled out first time. 2 for 4 with a sacrifice fly last night. 0-2, it looked like a cutter. I think those 2 lasers off the bat of Gonzalez. Adam Dunn shot. Rob, you're right. This warm air, this hot air is really carrying the ball to that left and left center part of the park tonight. Breeze blowing over there from the right field corner. And the ball's just getting up on this air and just riding and riding. I'm not pretty sure the final score of this game is not going to be 4-2.
Like he took something off the slider or cutter. And I think the next couple of times we see Adrian Gonzalez, if there's a base open, I don't care if it's third or first, you've got to put him on. Really, no one else in their lineup is going to hurt you that bad if you make your pitches.
Chase Headley, if the inning continues, for J.D. Martin now, it's over the 20-pitch inning. Finally comes to an end on his 3rd strikeout. Adam Dunn has done big damage tonight. He'll lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Ball club on a warm Wednesday night. Bottom of the 3rd, Jim Riggleman joins us, wired up from the dugout. Jim, we always appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
4-2 ball game early. Your impressions of what your ball club did after Niger got on in the bottom of the 1st.
Well, Niger used good discretion there. Garland was so quick to the plate that he chose not to run, and maybe had a little distraction there for Garland, and ended up walking Bernardina, and then we got to the heart of our order, which is what we're looking for, the big boys coming up with men on base.
That might be out of here.
Look at this ball carry out of here. It's another one for Adam Dunn. I've never seen a left-handed hitter hit 2 in a row out there. And the Nationals get that run back immediately that the Padres scored in the top of the 3rd. And Adam Dunn now has 19 homers and 53 RBIs.
Now, Skip, your 3-4 guys hitting the ball really well, and Adam Dunn goes away, hits another, looks like off-speed pitch, and pretty much him and Dunn can carry this ball club when they're hot, right, Skip?
Yeah, that's really good to see right there. Adam, this year, seeing him hit a couple over that way, that's something we saw a little bit last year, and just a reminder how much power he's got that way. You know he can hit them over here on this side, but when he hits them that way, that's a beautiful thing.
And, of course, Josh Willingham, his ball hard enough first time to go out, just didn't have enough altitude on it.
Yeah, Josh has really been a fixture in the middle of this lineup, doing a great job there protecting Adam Dunn. So, it's a nice group there.
It's really, really hot, Skip. I mean, what have you been doing in batting practice and stuff? Are you cutting down the time in between each guy in the cage?
Yeah, well, we made the groups a little shorter, and we've eliminated all the early stuff. We pretty much, we've been doing that all the way through the first half, and now we're cutting back on all that kind of stuff. Keep them off the field a little bit because, like you said, it's really hot and humid.
Hey, Jim, not to bring up anything too negative, when it's a 5-2 ball game, what would you rather have seen your battery do against Adrian Gonzalez a few minutes ago with first base open than what they did?
Well, it's a tough situation because the game, he's not even representing the tying run. The tying run is on deck, so there's some situations you're going to have to pitch to him, but you try to pitch to him smart. And I think Pudge is a little upset. He called for a pitch, and JD didn't want to throw it. And next thing you know, they got a hit on it. So Pudge was trying to do a little something else there, and JD, he'll learn from it.
Hey, Jim, we always appreciate your time, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Skip.
Okay.
Verizon Wireless presents Wired Wednesday with manager Jim Riggleman. Interesting. Well, we found out something there. The catcher wanted one pitch. The pitcher shook him off and then gave up a run-scoring double. And, Rob, of course, as you pitchers say, that's your ERA. Throw the pitch you are committed to.
You want to be convicted. You want to, give 150% or 110%, whatever you want to say, on the pitch. And if you don't want to throw it, step off, regroup, go through the signs again. And, and I talked to Steve Yeager about that. And Steve Yeager said to me, he said, even if I really wanted to pitch badly and the guy didn't want to throw it, I'd go out and I'd just ask why you don't want to throw it to make sure you were both on the same page. But you know what? You live, you learn, and JD's young as far as Major League starts go, so he's going to learn from that.
Aaron Cunningham rushes in to grab that flare by Pudge. And 2 outs here in the third. Anna Kennedy will be next. We're just beyond the 8 o'clock hour here on a hot Wednesday night at Nationals Park.
But there's also a part of me, and you know me from this, is that, you know what, you're getting paid to get Gonzalez out. You've got a nice lead. You should be able to execute your pitches. And, you shouldn't be afraid to pitch to anybody. You should be able to get everybody out on the field.
Adrian Gonzalez, 6 total bases tonight, but Adam Dunn has 8.
You heard what Jim said. Just be smart.
Look at that little at bat by Adam Kennedy, flipping one into left field.
Why not? The ball is carrying the left field. All you got to do is give it a little bit of a ride, and that was a change up the other way. I don't know if Garland wants to keep throwing those change ups to our lefties away. They seem to be hitting them quite well. But as Riggs said, it is a beautiful thing to watch Adam Dunn go out across the plate and hit it to left field because he's got so much power.
First 2-homer game by the big guy since almost 3 months ago, April 23rd against the Dodgers, and the 26th time in his career he's done that. So good to see Adam Dunn matching what Zimmerman did last night. It's crazy. The Nats keep getting these multi-homer games against the best pitching staff in the league. Zimmerman in San Diego. Again last night, Dunn tonight.
Well, it's frustrating because you know that we can, when we're playing clean games, play with any team in the big league. And we were very disappointing against the American League. We'd be over 500 had we played 500 or a little bit better against the American League.
Desmond hits that ball pretty well on a hit and run, and it's run down by Aaron Cunningham. If he doesn't make that play, Adam Kennedy scores easily from first base. Adam Dunn leading off the inning, a mighty blast to left center, and it carries right out of here.
Well, as I was saying, I mean, we have a very talented team. They tease you at times. It's been defense and pitching that's keeping us from being with the league leaders. And the bottom line is we have enough offense, enough team speed. If we just play some better defense in the second half, we can possibly keep some of the Willinghams and the Dunns on this roster. But if the defense continues to fail and you continue to play under 500 ball, and right now we're 10 under with a few more to play before the break, you know, Mike Rizzo's going to have to do some things to better the team. So as Jim Riggleman has said before, the better the Nationals play right now, the tougher it's going to be on Mike Rizzo to dump some of the guys and dump some payroll and get better, especially in the minor leagues and with younger talent.
J.D. Martin evens up the count to Chase Headley, and the fourth inning is underway. That's a little fister up the middle, and Desmond uses his athletic ability to go out and grab it.
Start him off with a changeup, then this fastball right here is going to be off the fists. Desmond makes a great catch going over the shoulder. Nicely done to get the first out of the top of the fourth.
Next up is Nick Hundley. By the way, a footnote on Adam Dunn, our producer Chip Winfield informs us, Adam has never had a 3-homer game. He's going to have a few more whacks at it tonight. First time I ever laid eyes on him was 9 years ago. Right about this time of the year, it was during the All-Star break, and he hit 2 home runs in downtown Indianapolis in the AAA All-Star game. And about a week after that, the Cincinnati Reds called Adam up to the major leagues, and he's been at this level ever since. 3 balls and no strikes to Nick Hundley, who flied to Willingham and left first time up. Andy Fletcher gives him the call on the corner with a breaking ball. Aaron Cunningham showing some speed in right field tonight, and on the bases is next. The fastball. And Martin battles back from 3-0 as Nick Hundley decides not to swing the bat. And he's gone. 4 Ks for J.D. Martin.
UPS store here on the pitch track, and Hundley might not realize that J.D. Martin in 7 starts so far has only walked 4 men and 2 in his last start. So got great command.
At the UPS store, they do a lot more than shipping, like offering moving boxes and supplies. They'll even ship your golf clubs for you.
3-run lead. You don't want to be walking anybody.
Nope. Aaron Cunningham doubled to right center with 2 outs last time. Hustled into a double just ahead of a throw by Niger Morgan. And J.D. Martin getting ahead 0-2. J.D. could use a quick inning. 30 pitches through 2, 53 through 3.
James was doing a press conference today, and he actually wanted to know where Cliff Lee was going. It's a little joke.
I think there's only one guy LeBron's worried about.
Oh, that's LeBron.
Yeah. What, an hour special tomorrow night to announce where he's going? How long can that take?
Is he going to sing and dance too?
I don't know.
I mean, I thought it was like a special with LeBron James.
Yeah.
He was going to have some people on.
Have some people on to interview him.
Like Mary Tyler Moore or Carol
That's
Burnett.
close. Well, I'm so glad we've had this time together. Middle of the 4th inning. 5-2 Nats. AC is blowing hard. Hi, guys. And hello to J.D. Martin leading off the bottom of the fourth. Flied to right first time up. He owes John Garland one. Garland singled against him and scored back in the third. Morgan and Bernardino to follow here in the Washington fourth. So we've had 9 runs scored in the first inning of this series by the two teams. Each starting pitcher has had issues. Levon bounced back beautifully from his last night. Everett Cabrera throws out Martin on a fairly well-hit ball. And in the so what else is new department, on the Geico President's Race, Teddy with the early lead and then for some reason just decided to stop racing.
Well, I had to go shake some hands, you know, pressing the flesh, getting some votes for Zim.
I don't think he can see out of those glasses.
Even the Geico Gecko looked disgusted at the end. All that good coaching he gave Teddy before the race.
Wonder what it's like in those outfits in this weather. You know, they didn't have double knit, cotton, and all that stuff back then. Niger 1 for 2.
Look at that third time. Under 200.
Morgan lays down the bunt, but it's right in front of the pitcher. Relatively easy play for Garland for the second out. Christmas in July this weekend. When you come to the games against the Giants, you can bring new unwrapped toys to the center field gate from the time the gates open through the fourth inning. The Nats partner with the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots Foundation to donate toys to needy children here in the D.C. community. So give generously this weekend. Roger Bernardino 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Nats' next opponent in Milwaukee, the Giants, just got 4 in the first there. San Diego still has a 3-game lead over the Dodgers in the West. The Rockies won a miracle game with 9 in the 9th last night at home against St. Louis. And the Giants have been fading, Rob. They're 6 back, not playing good baseball right now. So the Nats could be catching San Francisco at the right time, although they always feature good pitching. Matt Cain Friday night against Steven Strasburg. But I know a lot of folks thought that by now the Dodgers would have passed San Diego, and maybe the Rockies too, who a lot of people still feel on paper is the best team in the Western Division.
There's the West. Giants just 6 back, still 3 over 500. It's pretty tightly contested.
But I think our friend Mark Neely, the outstanding broadcaster for the Padres, put it best when he told us last night. He said, we just have a bunch of guys in the clubhouse who think they're going to win every game. They don't care about stats and batting averages. They just think they're going to get the bat on the ball, make a defensive play, or pitch well. And they've done it to the tune of 15 games over 500. Bernardino on a breaking ball flies it toward the left field line. Scott Hairston there. Nats go quickly in the fourth. It's still 5-2 Washington.
his shoulders and a very coachable kid.
You don't have to treat him with kid gloves. He's a tough kid. You can say what you need to say to him. You know, you can let him know how much you appreciate what he does out there, but at the same time, let him know that, come on, you got to be smarter than that. You don't need to throw that ball, whatever. And he takes it just the way it's meant. It's meant as constructive criticism.
Jim also said that he likes the fact that Ian does not have an attitude and he simply wants to get better, Bob.
Well, it's about being able to make adjustments, being coachable, forgetting about last night's game and moving on for a rookie in that position.
Well, and learning. You've got to learn from those mistakes. We've talked about that before.
I know you talked about Robin Yount.
Yep. Robin Yount. Derek Jeter made 56 errors in the minor leagues, but by the time he got to the major leagues, he realized that there's part of the game that isn't fielding and catching the ball and throwing the ball is the thinking part of the game. And you heard Jim Riggleman say to him, listen, you know, you got to be smarter than that. You got to know the game situation and you got to protect the lead at all times.
That side of the infield can be tricky. I know over in the American League there were two young third basemen who led the league in errors and both became Gold Glovers. Gary Gaetti and Wade Boggs. And that's not good. JD at the bottom of the order walks the number 8 hitter who's batting .200 right in front of the pitcher. That'll be his first walk of the night and a really, really bad time for it. Now Garland can bunt the runner ahead. And the Padres, if they pick up a run here, that's huge. Garland, 4 sacrifices this year, 14 in his career. Spent most of his career, of course, in the American League. Broke in with the White Sox in 2000, and then with them through the 07 season before spending time with the Angels, the D-backs, and the Dodgers.
Well, in 05 and 06, back-to-back 18-win seasons. They'll give you 200-plus innings a year.
And here's one of the pitchers that was mentioned in regard to the Nationals during the offseason. A possible target. .8-5 with a 3.24 ERA in his first 17 starts as a San Diego pitcher. Tried to bunt that high pitch, and it goes back way over the screen. Then JD and Pudge might walk him up the ladder here.
Well, and that pitch is high, and JD Martin does a nice job of making him almost pop it up.
He might not be feeling really good about his bunting here and say, you sure you want me to bunt with 2 strikes? And Glenn Hoffman probably told him, hey, it's better than a double play. There's Glenn Hoffman, Trevor's brother.
I think he said just because we want you to sacrifice, you don't have to bunt at any pitch thrown up there, especially one head high. Yeah. Get a good pitch to try to bunt.
How about that? He gets it down and does it well. Martin to Kennedy. Sacrifice good, 1-4. AT&T trivia. Ooh, we're looking at Ryan Zimmerman, who's tied with him for the most walk-off RBIs since 2006. In the major leagues, not just the National League. Wow.
Chipper Jones.
Somebody like Kevin Youkilis, maybe?
Manny Ramirez. A-Rod. Lance Berkman.
Good guess.
Well, he's one of your favorites.
I'm over that now. It's July.
What about Albert Pujols?
You know, Pujols is a great guess. You know, and those guys, I mean, we're talking about guys from ball clubs that have done a whole lot of winning.
Yeah.
Making what Ryan has done here even more impressive. 2 balls and no strikes to Tony Gwynn, who's 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 6 in the series with a walk, and now 0 for 7 as Willingham grabs that for the second out. And we threw out enough names. Let's see if any of them stuck. I believe the number is 11. How about Andre Ethier? He's going to the All-Star game. Pretty good company, Ryan. Here's Jerry Hairston, who's hit the ball unrewarded hard, very hard twice. Once to the shortstop, once back to the pitcher. In fact, that's expanded to the top 5. Carlos Lee, a walk-off homer against the Nats this year.
Kurt Suzuki with the Oakland Athletics.
And Justin Morneau, who the entire upper Midwest is in love with in Minnesota. And they should be.
Won an American League MVP award.
Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs, a runner at second, and the count's 1-1 to Jerry Hairston, who had 3 hits last night, 0 for 2 tonight.
Well, and that stat's a little deceptive, too, because there's some guys, even like an Adam Dunn, that hits a 3-run home run in the first inning, and that might be the game-winning RBI.
Yeah, well, that's why they did away with that stat. Because I know when I was doing some TV back in the 80s, you would list winning pitcher, losing pitcher, save, and game-winning RBI. Yep. And that stat, just because of what Rob talked about, it might happen in, I mean, you might be up 10-0 and win the game 10-7, and the 8th RBI in the 5th inning was the game-winning RBI. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. To me, it's kind of like the blown save for middle relievers.
Right. Well, and that was a knock against Alex Rodriguez a few years ago when he and David Ortiz were up for the American League MVP. They kept saying, well, David Ortiz has so many game-winning hits. Well, so does Alex Rodriguez. He just might do them in his second and third at bat with like a huge home run.
Yeah. So what's great about baseball, you've got to look beyond the obvious to really figure out what's going on. The Nats will appeal, and Mike Everett says no swing. And the count goes 2-2. Need we say, because of who's on deck, you don't want this inning to go any further? This guy's batting in the 240s. One of the best hitters in the game is standing in the on-deck circle, who's already done 6 total bases worth of damage tonight with 2 RBIs, Adrian Gonzalez. If you have to challenge Hairston, you just do it. Breaking ball that was hanging, but he hangs a rope right at Josh Willingham, and the Nats get a break to get this game to the halfway point. Adam Dunn has been huge tonight. So has Zimmerman. Willingham, the middle of the order tonight, has 4 hits, 2 homers by Dunn. I have Ryan Zimmer, Adam Dunn hitting about a sixth of a mile worth of home runs tonight. Somewhere around 850 feet.
You see Mike Rizzo and Mark Lerner right behind Adam Dunn. Hopefully they're saying, okay, yeah, 4-year extension, that would be right on time.
Hey, Adam, hit another one. We'll talk. Here's Zim. Ryan Howard just hit his 16th homer for the Phillies, who lead 3-2 over the Braves. So Ryan Zimmerman has the same number of homers as Ryan Howard. Adam Dunn has 3 more, and Josh Willingham has 1 fewer than the Phillies' marquee power guy. And Zimmerman's 2 for 3. Ryan now has 5 hits in this series, all of them coming in his last 6 at-bats. By the middle of the lineup guys, Rob, here are the breakdowns with only the Reds better than our Nats. Pretty impressive. More than Pujols and his buddies, Howard and his buddies, and Prince Fielder and his friends. 112 table games, over 5,000 slots await at Hollywood Casino, Charlestown Races in West Virginia. They bring you our league leaders.
We talked about it for a couple of weeks. A lot of those home runs were solos.
Yep.
I think we lead, at least the National League, in solo home runs.
It's a lonely feeling. You know, they did say 1 is the loneliest number.
Yes, it is.
I think 3 Dog Night said that back in the 60s. Adam Dunn, 19 homers now, 53 runs batted in, and 46 extra base hits. He gets jammed on this one. It looks playable for Chase Headley. First out of the inning. Garland wasn't about to let Adam get extended again. And that'll bring up Josh Willingham. 5 hits between the 3, 4, 5 hitters tonight. Nothing new in the Reds and the Mets game. Still 1-1. 6th inning. Bronson Arroyo pitching well for Cincinnati. As is Jonathan Neese for the Mets. In fact, Jonathan Neese has a 1-hitter on 1 run, 7 strikeouts going through 6.
And Joey Votto just fumbled the ball at first and allowed David Wright to go to second.
Willingham, a hot shot to third. Headley going to turn that into an around the horn double play by way of Jerry Hairston. On to the 6th inning. Garland and Martin both pitching pretty well, at least for now. your family fun pack tickets.
All right, we should just walk Gonzalez right now. Hitting 400 this year with no outs.
Jam him.
34 for 85, 9 doubles, 3 homers, 17 RBI.
I want to see breaking balls and swing back fastballs on the inside corner here. There's the breaking ball, and he misses with it. Adrian Gonzalez, as we mentioned last night, really just coming into his prime. He just turned 28. Almost 2 months ago today, May 8th. Born in San Diego. His family moved from California to Mexico when he was 1 year old, and then back to California when he was 13. Heading for his 3rd straight All-Star game. Won a couple of Gold Gloves. Kind of interesting, that Gold Glove thing at first base. Here's Joel Peralta, as J.D. Martin has thrown 84 pitches. Derek Lee won a couple. Well, then he got hurt. And then Albert Pujols won a Gold Glove. But then since then, it's been Adrian Gonzalez. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, he's very smooth. A lot more power, but he reminds me a lot of Keith Hernandez with the glove.
Yeah, he's a really good first baseman.
Line drive guy, but yeah, he just gobbles up balls down there at first base.
Well, they got him to pull one. Adam Dunn, he'll run it over to the bag himself.
All right, 34 for 86 with no beyond.
Well, I mean, the guy's not an 800 hitter. He has to make an out sometime. Here's the box for the Padres. It'll show Gonzalez doing most of the damage.
Yeah.
Although the leadoff hit by the pitcher, John Garland, in the 3rd set up his 2-out RBI double. Padres, as I mentioned earlier, Rob, don't hit for high average, 247. Only the Astros at 237, the Pirates at 236 are lower. But the Padres make good use of their hits. They actually started the night 1 run ahead of the Nationals for 12th spot in the National League.
Peralta, Burnett now warming up. Well, and here's the thing. Tonight, J.D. Martin 0 for 10, everybody around Adrian Gonzalez. So the 4 guys surrounding him or sandwiching him, any way you want to say it. He's done a great job getting them out.
Adam Kennedy handles that one off the bat of Hairston, Scott Hairston.
So even though Adrian Gonzalez has a home run and an RBI, game's still 5-2.
Yeah. You know, I had an interesting conversation with Buddy Black downstairs today. I was congratulating him on his season and the way his team plays the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way the Padres play is the way I grew up watching National League Baseball. Good pitching, good defense. You know, and then Buddy said, well, you know, you guys have more of a hitting ball club. And I said, do you know that you've scored more runs than the Nationals? And he kind of did a double take. I don't think he realized that. Because I think Bud gets tired of hearing about his club not being a very good offensive club. Now, J.D. Martin had plenty of time to glove that ball, but he decided to go bare hand, and he just missed it. That'll be an error on J.D. Martin.
Well, speaking of good defense right here, this is not a good decision right here by J.D. Martin. Got a lot of time. Get it with your glove. Step and throw. But he tried to rush, make too good of a play, and it goes between his legs.
National 75th error of the year. Nick Hundley is the hitter. Don't hang a breaking ball to him. These two have met before, and Hundley hit a home run against J.D. after an error in San Diego. Martin started the game on Saturday night there, and after Adam Kennedy threw a ball away, actually booted a ball with 2 outs and nobody on, Headley got a base hit, and Nick Hundley homered to left field. A 3 unearned run first inning, and the Padres won that game 4-2. If Adam Kennedy picks up that ground ball, the Nationals might have swept that series. Aaron Cunningham is next. Well, you make the error, give up a hit, and Jim Riggleman may be on the verge of going into his bullpen here. Inning extended, and now the tying runs in the batter's box with Aaron Cunningham.
1-1 pitch right here. Looks like a hanging slider. And it's just crushed into left field.
Well, the life of a pitcher, Rob. If J.D. Martin makes that play, he pitches 6 strong innings. He boots it, and now he's out of the game. He's put the Nationals in a position to win. He'll regret that error, at least for now, hopefully not later, as he leaves ahead 5-2. National League All-Star. Well done, guys. Go to nationals.com and cast your All-Star game. Final vote sponsored by Sprint. The voting ends tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So vote today. Aaron Cunningham represents the tying run. He's doubled and grounded out. Hungry young player showing lots of hustle in his first 3 weeks in the big leagues as far as being in the National League.
Nice job by Joel right there. No way, hungry young hitters coming up looking fastball. He gives him an off-speed pitch. Feed into his adrenaline right now. He 20 saves in AAA before he got called up. He's done a really nice job in the middle innings for Jim Riggleman.
That's a breaking ball hit to Zimmerman. Look at him charge and throw, and that inning is over. Anything smoother than him handling a ground ball? An error, a hit, and a vacuum at third. Top of the 6th over for the Padres. is a Nats rookie. Latos is 9-4 on the year, 2.62 ERA, and Adelano 6-5 with a 4.72. Latos leads the majors in opponents' average at 193, and Luis Adelano's only won one of his last 5 starts. We'll start you at 6:30 Nats Extra tomorrow night. Johnny and Ray, of course, will be at the ballpark to set it all up for you. Straight up 6:30 with Nats Extra. Pudge, Kennedy, Desmond, bottom of the 6th. 2 guys reaching, the hitter and the third baseman. 1 out, well played by Chase Headley. Pudge Rodriguez 0 for 3 tonight. Kennedy has a hit, Desmond a walk, and that's been in at the bottom of the lineup. All the damage in terms of RBIs, Zimmerman and Dunn. Willingham's chipped in a double. Niger got aboard to lead off the ball game for the Nats, and Bernardina's walk was big. And here's Adam Kennedy. Flared a single to left field his last time.
Well, one of those Pudge outs was just a little ground ball to second base. It moved Willingham over to third.
Yep.
But he didn't get cashed in, or else it would be a 6-2 game right now.
But you brought up a great point, Rob, about his at-bat. You know, a walk, 4 hits. Everybody's excited. Yeah, we're blasting the ball around the ballpark. Pudge steps up and does the little not in the box score thing to calm everybody down to move that runner.
Yep. Because he knew how important that 5th run right there in the bottom half of the 1st inning means an awful lot to your ball club.
Kennedy takes one, low and inside, 2-2. Things are starting to happen in the other ball games involving the East tonight. Fifth homer of the year for Cincinnati's Chris Heisey. And that came in the top of the 7th. Cincinnati 3, Mets 1. The Braves have busted open their game in Philadelphia with a 6-run 6th. Matt Diaz has hit his first homer of the year. Kennedy into the left field corner, run down by Scott Hairston. So in that game at Philly, Atlanta now leads 7-3. Left-hander Joe Thatcher, the only southpaw in the San Diego bullpen. Nats took one of the league's best out of the ballpark last night when Zimmerman homered off Lou Gregerson. Desmond reaches out and hits that ball a long way to center. Look at that thing on the grass. Ian Desmond with a laser to center. He's homered in 2 straight games. And the Nationals are hitting the long ball against San Diego in this series. It's now 6-2. Did that ball get out of here in a hurry or what?
That ball was demolished by Desmond. Up in the zone by a sinker baller. It's a hanging breaking ball, and Desmond is just all over it. Ball carrying out to left field. Gwynn can only look up and see it go into the batter's eye. And in other stadiums, kids would have jumped out on the grass and grabbed that ball.
So Ian Desmond, homers number 5 and 6 in this series.
We'll take it.
And Joel Peralta will go up and act. Don't hurt yourself, buddy. Peralta 1 for 2 as a major league hitter.
You'd be lucky if Garland doesn't hit you with one after that.
Yeah, that's swinging a little too hard as a pitcher.
Not kosher.
Not going to hit that sinker.
That might have been his best pitch of the night, though.
That looked like a Derek Lowe sinker right there.
92, 93 mile an hour sinker right there, and the bottom dropped out.
Yeah, where's that been?
And then he swings at that curveball.
The Nats have hit 3 more home runs tonight, 6 in this series, and have 75 on the year. Just when I mentioned last night they were off their pace of last year when they hit over 140. All right, inning over. Pitcher still okay. Hasn't hurt anything with those swings. Desmond a laser to center, and the Nats lead 6-2. run here tonight. By the way, you might notice the Nats no longer have an error on the board. Inexplicably, someone has changed that J.D. Martin play to a base hit. I'd sure like to know why. Our copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Top 7, Joel Peralta in still. Leadoff man Everth Cabrera, the Padres' number 8 hitter, and a fastball in there. They will hit for John Garland next after he goes 6. Considering he threw 30 pitches in the first inning.
He did a great job staying in this ball game.
Ends up 6 innings with 83 pitches. But he gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. Sean Burnett up for the second time tonight. 2 walks, 1 intentional, both of those in the first inning. And 4 strikeouts for Garland, who gave up 3 home runs, threw a wild pitch, and got 1 double play ball. Swing and a miss as Peralta kept that ball low and got the strikeout.
Sweet breaking ball right there. Well, as I said before, Kinetic right here will show you the bottom dropout. Could be a fork ball. That's what it looks like. A fork piece. So the bottom drops out. It looks like a fastball, and the number 8 hole hitter. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's digging a fork ball in there.
Here's Chris Denorfia. Drafted by the Reds 8 years ago, 7 years in the minor leagues with Cincinnati and Oakland. And the Padres signed him as a minor league free agent last December. Very little power. And as I say that, he flies one deep to left, and the wind's probably going to ride it out of here. Look at that. His first home run of the year. And for Denorfia, his 4th career homer in parts of 7 major league seasons.
Nice going, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of pop. Oh, boy. There you...
I forgot I shouldn't have thrown that pitch.
This is a fastball, and it's fat and up to Denorfia. And bye-bye. Ball carrying to left field. You don't want to make mistakes on the inner half to righties tonight. And exactly what Peralta did.
He had 1 homer for Oakland 2 years ago. 1 for the Reds in 05 and 06. And Chris Denorfia goes deep with a 1 out here in the 7th to make it a 6-3 game.
Come on, you can't keep those kids from Connecticut down too long.
He's from Bristol, lives in Southington. Went to Wheaton College, the one in Massachusetts, not the one in Illinois. And Sean Burnett will get the call here. Top of the order coming up. Tony Gwynn. It's a 6-3 game now.
and he just hit it right. I mean, major leaguers don't miss too many mistakes, but it's been a well-played ball game so far tonight by the Nationals, and they just have to now. They've got 8 more outs to go from the bullpen, and just keep chugging along and try to win the series and then go for the sweep tomorrow night.
I take full credit for that. Now you have to save this game.
All right, I'll take full credit right here. Sean's just got to throw a few strikes and attack the strike zone, and then maybe turn it over to Drew Storen to Caps. We should be good to go.
Lefty-lefty matchup, Tony Gwynn. And Sean Burnett misses up and in.
It's all about execution, Bob.
Now I'll tell you that Gwynn is still hitless in the series.
There you go, see?
Yeah. The gutless wait until after the play.
Oh, it's not gutless. We're just trying to help the boys any way we can. There's Drew Storen.
Jerry Hairston walking in. Drew getting ready. I would think tonight he would be the 8th inning guy. I know Jim feels, and he said so today, that Tyler Clippard threw some good pitches last night, but Tyler threw some that were knocked around the ballpark too, leading to that 3-run uprising by the Padres that nearly cost the Nationals the game. Until Matt Capps shut him down in the 9th, and Ryan Zimmerman hit the walk-off, jump-off home run. Pretty good rip by Jerry Hairston.
Well, in the case of Clippard, it's just how stubborn do you want to be? You know, do you want to keep going out there and get behind with the changeup, or start attacking people and get your roll back on this ball club and be the bridge to Caps?
Yeah, when you can throw mid-90s.
Mid-90s, and you want to get beat by walking guys or getting behind guys with 82 and falling behind. I mean, we said the same thing with Garrett Mock. What kind of pitcher do you want to be? And at this level, when you're facing hitters once, you're not going through the lineup 2-3 times. You're facing guys trying to get 3 to 5 outs every time you take the mound. You know, attack them.
Yeah, it's interesting, Rob. You bring up a great point. He's a reliever, treating hitters as if he's a starter.
Yes.
Trying to establish things.
And you don't need to have a show-me pitch like a changeup, because there's nothing really to be changing up off of. You're coming in, and they're expecting, and now they're looking for your changeup. You've established such a reputation as pitching backwards that now hitters are up there looking for the changeup.
Base is empty, 2 outs here in the 7th. A crowd of 13,762 here tonight.
Braving the weather.
Yeah, hats off to them.
Yes.
I see everybody, the scorecards, the ball caps, everything's waving back and forth down there. People trying to keep some air blowing in their faces.
Please hydrate.
Yes. That's a hard breaking ball under the hands of Hairston. Didn't miss by much. Here you go again, 3-2. You do not want to face Adrian Gonzalez in this inning.
UPS store here on the pitch track. Very nice breaking ball. Looked like it cut the plate in half. Maybe a little low when it finished.
You cannot walk this batter, even with a 3-run lead. Makes him hit it. He hits it hard to Desmond. And that's it. 7th inning stretch time at Nationals Park. The homer by Denorfia, pinch hitting, makes it a 3-run game. And so has, for that matter, Adam Dunn with 2 tape measure shots tonight.
Adam Dunn on top of his game tonight. Got us going early with a 3-run shot to left field. And then a little bit later, a little icing on the cake. Goes a little bit farther to left center field. And a few more rows up. So a great night for Adam Dunn. A great night for the kid from Florida, Ian Desmond.
Kristen Orpheus stays in the ball game on a double switch to play center field. And that'll put Tony Gwynn on the bench, and the pitcher for San Diego batting first. And that's left-hander Joe Thatcher. Nigel Morgan leads off. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
Well, it's the 7th day of the 7th month. It was the 7th start for J.D. Martin.
And it happened just after 7 p.m.
It's the bottom of the 7th. The Padres have 7 hits. Steven Strasburg is number 37. He's made 7 starts in the big leagues. Hey, there's Strauss. There's Joe Buckhead Strasburg.
And Doug Ulacki, our director, just called on camera 7 for that shot.
Beautiful. Nice job, Dougie.
Well, that's what he said anyway. Top of the order, Morgan, Bernardina, and Zimmerman here in the 7th. Atlanta leads 7-3 at Philadelphia. They're in the 7th. Roger Bernardina stolen 7 bases this year.
Nice.
Flied out to the number 7 man, the left fielder, last time up. You can stop me anytime.
We got anybody with 7 home runs?
No.
No?
On a fastball up, Nigel Morgan down. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Miller Lite Party Night at Nationals Park. And, of course, those are games that start just after 7. Get a Scoreboard Pavilion seat and a drink voucher for $20. $22 for prime games. Come early, pregame happy hour at the Miller Lite Scoreboard Walk Bar featuring beers for $5, not 7.
And because of our microphones around the ball field, if you had heard a swear word, we apologize here at Masson for that. Bob won't do it again.
No, hey, come on.
Come on, partner. I was just throwing you under the bus.
You big dummy. That's about as nasty as I get. 2 outs, bases empty, and here's Ryan Zimmerman.
And you're very impressive. You give rides to all the opposing broadcasters back to their hotel every homestand. That's so nice of you. Where I'd rather run them over with my car in the parking lot. You're taking them home.
Well,
you're very nice.
No, we were on 395 last night, and a shadow went by, and I said, hey, that's double.
Don't give me away. I've had enough tickets in this town already.
It was so funny. We got over to the Virginia side last night, and it looked like the act in the circus when the car pulls up and like 20 clowns get out. Oh, it was funny. Tony Gwynn had a great time. He made us laugh. I love Tony.
Yes. He's very lovable. Great competitor, though. And
yes, he is. And what a gentleman. Yeah. 2 balls and a strike on a hard breaking ball. We're going to cover the bases with Ryan Zimmerman tomorrow.
The game starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
First pitch will be 5 minutes later, but Rob and I will hit 7 o'clock straight up and tell you about Luis Adelano and Matt Latos. Considering who the Nats are facing tomorrow night, this would be a great game to win to clinch the series. Well played by Cabrera, and the Nats are gone quickly in the 7th. 6-3 into the 8th.
video games or what have you, or just don't get outside. And just trying to encourage them to get outside, do something, and try to show them a few fun ways on the baseball field to get some activity in and to get some exercise in, but have fun at the same time.
More than 100 kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington got to meet Matt and spend some time with Drew as well. They had a ball. They learned about baseball. They were also encouraged to learn about getting active, getting off the couch, not playing video games, instead getting some activity going. And they also learned about the dangers of steroids and enhancing drugs. So a lot of good things going on there, and a home run derby too. Matt and Drew both said it was okay for them to give up the home runs to the kids. That's it though tonight. Bye.
All right, Debbie, thank you. 6-3, 8th inning. Adrian Gonzalez batting the way you would like him to, either leading off an inning or 2 outs, bases empty. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a homer and a double. We talked about this last night. July 31st is going to be interesting for the San Diego Padres, because we've heard that Adrian Gonzalez is going to require a lot of money to re-sign as a free agent. And the Padres, under new ownership, willing to part with that? If they're not, what if they're in first place? And will they be tempted to move Gonzalez for prospects or for some major league players? They are facing one of the toughest decisions any ball club in baseball will be facing 24 days from now.
I don't think after the 31st Gonzalez is a Padre. I think there's no doubt in my mind that they will get as many players as they can and save themselves probably about $160 million because he is one of the best first basemen, one of the best players available this year as a free agent.
Can the Padres possibly win a division title without him for 2 months?
That's doubtful. Even with their pitching and their defense, his bat in the middle of the lineup, you take that out of there, you're just taking, it'd be like taking
the heart out of it.
Adam Dunn and Ryan Zimmerman out of our lineup. I mean, that's how much he means to their lineup. They do not have a guy in double figures with home runs. They don't have an offensive threat that hits 320 like he does and plays Gold Glove first base.
You know, maybe we should be asking this question of Padres season ticket holders. Their fans are going to be up in arms if they move this guy and they're either in first place or close to first place. It's going to be really interesting. Scott Hairston is 0 for 3. Phillies have picked up a run on a Shane Victorino home run, his 13th of the year. How about that? Victorino has 3 home runs fewer than Ryan Howard. 7-4 Braves. Bottom of the 7th at Philadelphia. Breaking ball hit foul. Not by more than 2 feet, maybe 3.
Well, in Drew's last 6 games, he has not allowed a run. 3 walks, 7 Ks, a 105 batting average against. And a lot of these stats are given to me by Kyle Deckelbaum. I apologize, I messed your name up, Kyle. But he's done a great job giving us some great stats in the last few weeks.
Yes, Kyle has. Great to have him in the booth.
Deckelbaum. So where's that name from? Germany? Nicely done.
Bouncing ball. Slow roller. Desmond knows the important thing is to get an out. He didn't pay any attention to the runner going to second base at all.
Home Depot doing more on defense. And it has been a great night for defense both ways. Ian Desmond could have added to our lead, but no. Cunningham runs it down and snares it. And then a little bit later in the game, Headley would hit one jam shot into center field. Ian Desmond would pay them back and snare that one. So Home Depot doing more on defense, both sides. Some great defense tonight.
Here's Chase Headley.
Trying to keep the ball away from Desmond.
And by the way, the scoreboard says he's 1 for 3 with a single to center. I think that was the ball that J.D. Martin missed about 30 feet from home plate. Now there's a ball into left center that drops in. So he's 2 for 3. I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how they turned that error into a hit.
Well, I think because a run didn't come in and score, that they were being nice.
So that changes the rules?
Hey, don't kill the messenger here. This is just me guessing. But I agree with you. That was an error. I mean, he had all the time in the world to throw Headley out. He had just gloved it, but he chose to barehand it.
So J.D. Martin gives up 6 hits, not 5. And the Padres, here they come again in the 8th inning. These guys never stop grinding out at bats on you.
Doug Slayton up now, throwing in our bullpen. That'll work. Stand.
Can Pudge reach it? No. Gonzalez led off the inning with a base hit. He's 3 for 4.
Man, he and Tim McClellan having a nice little laugh down there at third base.
Well, they call that the rocking chair for umpires after they work the plate one night, third base the next. And, of course, then just when you think that, you get a line drive near the chalk over there, and things get interesting. 0-1 to Hundley. Target in. And Drew missed his spot outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-hander Doug Slayton. There's that hard sinker. That'll result in some balls tipped down into the dirt. And the count's 1-2. Now the count's 2-2 with runners at the corners and 1 out. The 2 toughest innings for Nationals pitching lately, the 1st and the 8th.
Oh, very nice.
Breaking ball, a hard one, just missing.
I heard Ray Knight talking about this in the pregame show. This is a great slider right here. 2-2, knee buckler.
What is wrong with that? It's in the middle of the plate.
Once again, if you haven't seen a lot of Drew Storen, it might freeze you a little bit if you're the home plate umpire, Andy Fletcher, tonight. He's probably saying right now, we're Pudge's here. Yeah, I messed that one.
Aaron Cunningham on deck for the Padres. That's the 7th spot. Then there's Cabrera. And, of course, they have Matt Stairs in that dugout, and that's why Slayton's warming up. You certainly hope the inning doesn't get anywhere near that far. We'll see if they start the runner off first with a full count and 1 out. They won't. And that's a base hit to left center. Willingham slides to cut it off. Hitter going to second base, and the tying runs at second in a 6-4 ball game. And I don't know what's going on with the Nationals bullpen and the 8th inning, but it has been fatal for the last 2 weeks.
Well, and let's check out the pitch sequence here. Fastball up, fastball away, fastball down and in, fouled off. Big breaking ball. Breaking ball looked like strike 3, didn't get it. Fouled off breaking ball. Another looked like a sinker that didn't sink. That is just walloped into left center field, and Drew not happy with himself. As Bob said, now you have runners scoring position, tying run, second, go-ahead run at the plate.
Padres 10 hits tonight. They had 13 last night, and they're supposed to be the 3rd lowest hitting team in the league.
Yeah, but you said it yourself. They're a team that expects to win every game, and so you never feel you're out of a ball game when you come to the ballpark thinking we're supposed to win tonight.
Yep. Here's Aaron Cunningham.
Well, now you got to make a pitch right here. Strike him out, pop him up. You don't want this ball to leave the infield.
Jordan's given up hits to 3 of the 4 batters he's faced. Front door slider for a strike. And a bouncer to short. Desmond looks the runner back to second and throws out the hitter. Another run scores, and it's 6-5. RBI grounder by Cunningham.
Well, it's a fastball. Looks like a sinker. He gets the ground ball. Desmond had a little time. Might have wanted to go home, but he looked the runner back to second. Smart play, though. Take the out.
I think Ian Desmond these days has been convinced to take the sure out in a situation like that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oscar Salazar will be the pinch hitter. Stored with a snappy breaking ball, can't get the call. Salazar pinch hit in the 8th inning last night and bounced out. That was when he was replacing Matt Stairs against Sean Burnett.
He's got those new batting gloves on that have like a Kevlar type deal on the outside of them. Haven't seen a lot of them used at the major league level, but supposed to be a built-in cushion in case you get hit by a pitch.
I guess those are a variation on the boxing gloves Jeff Bagwell used to wear up there after all the times he got hit in the hands.
Yep. That was a pretty good slider right there.
Matt Capps joining Doug Slayton, and Stored having a hard time getting it called.
Well, you could bring Capps in here for a 4-out save. Hopefully he won't be needed to do that.
.6-5 ball game last night, 6-5 ball game tonight. It'd be nice to win a ball game 8-1 some night.
I don't have enough gray hair. I need a few more.
That ball laced in the left, but Willingham right there. The Nats might need some more runs. Adam Dunn leads off, bottom of the 8th, 1-run game.
You probably get 4th drive of the game, but if you hit a second one, even farther, you definitely get 4th drive of the game. Adam Dunn now comes up to the plate here. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Very important inning for the Nationals to possibly get an insurance run, Bob.
Padres will adjust their defense a bit as Jerry Hairston goes from second base to short, and then Oscar Salazar will stay in the ball game and play second. Adam Dunn, lefty-lefty matchup with Joe Thatcher, who came in and worked a very quick 8th inning. Nats have had only 2 hits since the 3rd. One of them to Desmond Homer, which is the difference in the game now. When Ian homered with 2 outs in the 6th, at that time to make the score 6-2. Breaking ball to Dunn, missing. Adam reaching. Adam hopes it gets out of play. Barely will into the Padres dugout.
Hitting .227 off left-handed pitching this year. 5 home runs.
Alfonso Soriano during his 40-40 season in 06. The last Nat to hit 3.
Thatcher doesn't look like he's going to throw anything close. A lot of sidearm sweeping curveballs here done.
That was a Friday night at RFK Stadium when Soriano homered in the 1st, the 3rd, and a 3-run shot in the 8th. He doubled, had 14 total bases, a Nats record that night, as Washington beat Atlanta 7-3. And it was a lovely night with a 2-hour and 18-minute rain delay. Adam Dunn, high in the air, right center. Did he get number 3?
Yeah!
Yes, he did! More than 4 years between Nats home run games, and Adam Dunn has 20 on the year.
Big Bad Dunn. Over. Dunn. 3 home runs. Well, Joel Thatcher regrets throwing this bad breaking ball. Too much of the plate, not enough sweep. Lefties were hitting a $130 off of him going into that at bat. He had not allowed a home run this season. That's the first one right there. The much-deserved curtain call for Adam Dunn, and Thatcher's night is over.
So a share of Nats hit. You know, it's hard to believe Adam's never done this before.
Especially playing at that bandbox Great American in Cincinnati. That ballpark, not built for Adam. It was built for Ken Griffey Jr. to try and chase down Hank Aaron's home run record. By the way, need to give congratulations to Alex Rodriguez. He's closing in on 600 home runs for his career. He's at 597.
Well, I know some fans will and some fans won't.
Well, we're not like other fans. We give credit where credit is due. He's a solid player, no matter what some of his failures have been.
Any hockey fans here throw their hats out onto the field for the hat trick tonight?
That would be something.
Here's Josh Willingham, 1 for 3 with a double. Nats have 9 hits. 4 of them have left the premises. And lead 7-5 now. The Nat Caps will have a little more breathing room in the 9th inning when he faces Kristen Orfia, then the top of the Padre lineup. If anybody gets on, Adrian Gonzalez bats in this game again.
Well, the Reds have finished it off in New York. So we could gain some ground in our division thanks to Bronson Arroyo and Francisco Cordero. Reds are tough.
Yep. Cincinnati now 49-37. And pending the St. Louis game at Colorado, and they lead 3-0 there in the 4th. Cincinnati will lead by either 2 or 3 at the end of the night in the Central. Cincinnati and San Diego, the 2 surprise teams in this league.
Well, and how sweet is that for Walt Jocketty to be doing that in the same division as the ball club that allowed him to leave?
I'll ask him in 2 weeks.
Basically pushed him out the door.
Yes, they did. 3-2 now. Willingham, 1 strikeout tonight. He's walked 54 times this year. 2nd most in the league. Only Albert Pujols at 57 with more. Prince Fielder started the night with 54. I don't think they're walking him. They're down 11-1. And Willingham is aboard with nobody out. Bringing up Pudge Rodriguez. Pudge 0 for 3 tonight. Stellar job behind the plate, catching Martin, Peralta, Burnett, and Storen.
Is that Rapper's Delight that he just walked up to the plate?
Now, how would I know that?
Come on, you know one of the first rap songs ever. Was it Grandmaster Flash?
We Are the World? Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Willingham was on the move there in a foul ball.
Sugar Hill Gang, thank you.
You young people.
Young people.
Where did we go wrong? You guys aren't listening to Perry Como like we did, and the Beatles.
Songs as old as some of your scorebooks over there.
As old as some of my ties.
It's 30 years old.
That was kind of fun looking back at the scorebook on that Soriano night. 14 total bases in one game, because he also had a double to go with the 3 homers.
You do keep a good scorebook. I'm getting closer to actually filling out a complete game.
Whatever you say, Rob. I've seen your work. Thank goodness for John O'Dibble. Mike Stanton was the winning pitcher that night for the Nationals.
Some people are teachers and some people are teachers' pets.
And John Patterson started that game against John Smoltz.
Where are they now?
Well, we know where John Smoltz is.
He's in the booth now.
You know who was batting 5th that night playing third base? Ryan Zimmerman. The lineup was Soriano, Vidro, Nick Johnson, Jose Guillen, Zimmerman, Brian Church, Royce Clayton, Brian Schneider, and John Patterson. The last time a Nat hit 3 homers in a game. April 21, 06.
Did you win the game?
That's one, yeah. 7-3. Out hit the Braves 13-6. Chipper struck out 3 times. Boy, did I write small back then. How did I read that? 3-1 to Pudge Rodriguez. Willingham at first, nobody out here in the 8th. He's on the move again. Oh! Right into the glove of the pitcher for a 1-3 double play. Looked like a perfect hit and run swing for an instant.
Like self-preservation right there.
I can't even tell you how close that was to the bill of his cap when he caught that ball. Oh. Ryan Webb in the web. Take a deep breath, young man.
Yeah.
Here's Adam Kennedy with 2 outs and the base is empty. Left field line, Hairston chasing, sliding, no room. Ryan Webb originally signed with Oakland. No 2 to Kennedy. Way inside. Well, the Phillies are still alive. They just scored again, bottom of the 8th. 8-5. Pardon me, 7-5. Atlanta leads at Citizens Bank Park.
Kyle tells me, Bob, that Mike Stanton is now the high school baseball coach at Don Bosco Prep High School in Ramsey, New Jersey. Is that correct?
Nice.
Nice. Helping kids out.
I think Mike used to pitch every night for the Nets, if I remember correctly. Adam Dunn, there's number 3 on the night, number 20 on the year. A towering blast just over the scoreboard. The Nets have a 2-1 lead. .703 590 2311. Join the party in July with the Potomac Nationals. Adam Kennedy goes to first base. Adam Dunn the rest of the night off. That means at second base, the sure-handed, strong-armed Alberto Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is batting in the 5 spot, in case you're keeping score. 4 spot, pardon me, for Adam Dunn. All right, Matt Capps facing Chris DeNorfia, who takes a strike. Pinch hit home run last time up for DeNorfia, his first of the year. Capps a beautiful fastball, outer half. Rob, I know you like the way this guy attacks the hitters.
Yeah, I mean, he comes in and he knows he's got a 2-run lead, so why waste time throwing off-speed stuff? Come right out, get ahead of him. Now you can throw some off-speed junk.
Interesting swing at a high fastball.
Just a stay alive type swing. John Patterson, by the way, lives in his hometown of Orange, Texas. November 10, 2007, he married the 2005 Miss DC, and she would go on to become the 4th runner-up in the 06 Miss America pageant.
There she is. Top of the order next.
There's Mr. Nutrisystem, has taken over now as a spokesperson since Lawrence Taylor got into trouble.
Guiding the ball to the right side, Kennedy, better hurry. Adam got a little too relaxed going to the bag, and he gets the out by a fraction. And so Steers batting for the pitcher here.
DeNorfia right here. Hustles. Adam Kennedy has to really out-hustle him at the end.
You know what? You can't let up against San Diego for 1 second.
No, but it's like looking in the mirror. Our guys are always hustling, and in many games, that's been the difference for us to win a few ball games here on hustle. And last night, Josh Willingham not quitting on that ball down the left field line to keep the game at 5-5.
Left center.
That might not be coming back.
Into the bullpen, Matt Stairs. And for Stairs, hard to believe, his first pinch hit home run of the year. He was only 3 for 21 as a pinch batter, and now this means Adrian Gonzalez will bat in this game again.
Second home run of the season. It's a fastball away. And that ball just keeps right on going, right into the Padres bullpen.
Here's Hairston, and then Gonzalez after him. All over the ballpark, Nats fans whispering, "Thank you, Adam Dunn. Thank you for that little extra cushion." Hairston is 0 for 4 tonight. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times.
Great breaking ball right there.
And Pudge fires it back at Matt Capps, 0-2. That was a 20th career pinch hit home run of Matt Stairs' record, which shares a major league record.
That's right, dude. Come on, ring him up. Man, he has missed a lot of sliders tonight. Doesn't get any better than this right here. 0-2 pitch. It's going to go right across the plate. Ball.
That ball out of play, right field line.
That doesn't even count the postseason pinch hit home runs that Stairs has hit. Run bigger than the one a few years ago for the Phillies against the Dodgers. I happened to be in the building for that one, off of Jonathan Broxton, who throws 100, and you'll see him at Anaheim next week. I wonder what Bud Black would throw right here. He was a heck of a pitcher in his day. Maybe a little changeup.
Foul tip. And the ball deflecting just under the mid of Pudge Rodriguez. Bud Black was a very smooth lefty for the Kansas City Royals most of his career. He won 121 games in his big league career. And a 1-2 coming. Upstairs. Seven-six Nationals, 2 outs to get here in the ninth.
I don't know if you saw Johan Santana's home run last night. He fouled off 9 balls before he went deep for his first Major League home run. You talk about focused.
Base hit. Time runs on. In the last 2 innings, while getting 4 outs, the Nationals have given up 3 runs on 5 hits. And now Adrian Gonzalez will step in, representing the lead run for San Diego, who've out-hit the Nationals 12-9. 1 on, 1 out. Gonzalez 3 for 4. Homer, double, single. Caps attacks him to the outside corner. A good fastball for a strike. Bluffing a move, and Caps just held on to the ball. Jerry Hairston jockeying off the bag. Ballpark very quiet. Target inside. Center field, another base hit. Now the tying runs at second base with 1 out. I guess the good thing is Gonzalez in the park.
Yeah.
The way he's going, you'll almost be glad to give a single. And now it'll be Scott Hairston.
Well, now
3 consecutive hits.
4 for 5 off of Matt Caps. And here you see sinker away. Throws like a little sinker in. Looks like another sinker down the middle of the plate. And that one, a jam shot into center field, but hey, now you got Scott Hairston hitting 227. You're 1 pitch away from a ground ball double play right here.
Matt Caps in his career has never retired a hitter named Hairston. The brothers are 7 for 7 against him. With Jerry getting that hit a moment ago. 2 on, 1 out. They got the front door slider up and in.
Backed up.
One pitch. Gonzalez to the bag, and Caps has to step off. Jerry Hairston at second. He singled after the Matt Steers homer. And then Adrian Gonzalez behind him, singling up the middle. The glove of Kennedy. Caps late covering, but they get a force play at second because Adrian Gonzalez had to hold up. So the tying run goes to third base. If Adam Kennedy catches that ball, it might have been an inning-ending, game-ending double play.
Yeah, because Jerry Hairston was way off second base. He would have been doubled up. Still a great play right there. Brought in, put first base for defense. Adam Kennedy gets up there, knocks it down. You see Adrian Gonzalez go back to first. So they get the force at second, and now you're 1 out away from winning the ball game.
Runner at third base. And that runner is Jerry Hairston. Jim Riggleman to the mound to talk to Matt Caps. Maybe about who they'd rather pitch to here. But you would be pushing the lead run to second base.
No, you're not going to do that.
If you walk Headley.
They just want to know how he wants to approach Headley, how he wants his defense to be played. You can't push that winning run to second base.
After all of this, 90 feet separating San Diego in a tie game. And the hitter is Chase Headley. An infield hit, sort of, and a flare to left. 2 for 4. Pudge was sitting off the plate. Pitch was delivered on target, but outside.
Beside the fact that Hundley had the game-winning hit off Caps back in San Diego.
And remember the called third strike that wasn't called right before that?
Yeah, May 3rd. 30th, excuse me.
Bouncing ball. Adam Kennedy has it. Woo. And the Nats hold on to win. 7-6 over the never say die San Diego Padres, who strand 2 runners in the ninth and 8 in the game. The Nationals only stranded 2 the entire evening. Matt Capps gets his 23rd save. We'll catch our breath and bring you back to Nationals Park in a moment. A squeaker. Nats win again.